To be honest, I'm not even sure why there's any point doing this review, cause honestly, it's not gonna be any different from any of the other ones I've done that are similar. But seeing as it was requested, and which that alone, I was gonna be like, I'll get around to it eventually. But then a certain idiot, whose name will not be mentioned, decided to make threats saying that he will kill me if I do a review for it. So of course, I just had to go through and do so. So good luck with that death threat. But anyways, so today's review is going to be for Yugioh GX. Yes, that's right, I'm covering the sequel to Yu-Gi-Oh! That's about a bunch of duelists who like to rap. Or something like that. Anyways, so I decided I had a little clever idea today. Rather than showing you the usual 10-point scale thing, it'll be done the same way and it'll kind of work similar. Instead, I'm going to have this be more like a actual duel, where only instead of it being with 8,000 life points like the card game, it'll be where you start with 10,000 life points, and each time you say no, that costs 1,000 life points. That way, it works the same way, so still the same points. But that way it seems a little bit more interesting just for the hell of it, so keep that in mind. Now, as I was saying, let us start this review, shall we? Okay, question 1. Is the opening left intact or dubbed in English? This is a 4Kids dub. Of course not. No. 2. Is the background music left intact? No. 3. Free of sloppy or unnecessary edits based on network standards. Much like the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Dub, this one is full of ridiculous edits as well. Whether it's hiding dead bodies with really large shadows, digital bikinis that look really sloppy, and other ridiculous edits that no one told them to make. And of course the cards still get edited like crazy, for no good reason, and make him look completely nothing like the actual cards. So, like the first time around, no. 4. Free of heavy Americanization. Let's see, they go out of their way to have characters be bringing up American foods, as well as them always doing all sorts of other American-based stuff. Heck, they even go out of their way to try to make the characters seem American. Not fooling anyone, by the way. So, no. 5. Uncut version available to the public in some way. This is 4Kids we're talking about. Of course not. 6. Good voices. Okay, you know, here's the thing. It's bad enough that they're pretty much using the same cast as they did in the original series, minus Dan Green. But to make it even worse, they, much like the first time around, they pretty much give dumb accents out all over the place. And I don't know what is up with 4Kids and their obsession with British accents, but once again they've done it this time, only instead of it being whoever the fuck they got last time, I think Ted Lewis, to do the British accent for Bakura. This time it was for Misawa, and they had him be voiced by Eric Stewart, who, by the way, if you really pay close enough attention, you'll notice that it pretty much, he uses the same voice he uses for James, only instead of making it sound gay, he makes it sound British. Then again, what's the difference? I'm just kidding. And here's another thing I gotta bring up when it comes to these voice casting choices. It's that, in Season 2, they introduced us to a new character that goes to school by the name of Tyranno. And, for the Japanese version, he's basically this bit of a tough macho man character. So I'm thinking, oh, you know, they have access to a certain voice who would be perfect for the big, muscular, strong guy. Because, you know, they happen to have access to Sean Schemmel, who, being that he's Goku, that would be perfect, because that's kind of how the dub depicted Goku anyways, as the Macho Man voice, sort of. So I'm thinking, hey, they should just give Sean the voice of Tyranno, and have him use his Goku voice, or something closely similar to that. Perfect idea, right? Well, 4Kids decided to add insult to injury here. They gave it to Sean for which I'm glad they did, but they decided instead of having him use his Goku voice for the character, they decided to instead change his character altogether and make him into this total military guy for no good reason, adding a last name of Huckleberry so that he seems even more like this military sergeant, and of course they told Sean to do that sort of thing with the voice. So way to go, 4Kids. You give the perfect choice of casting for the character, but then you screw it up by giving bad directing and other stupid shit with your writing. So, really, guys? Oh, and I gotta bring this one up as well about the voice work. It's that there's one instance where you actually would have been allowed to give an accent to a character. See, the school's head, dean, or administrator, or whatever he was, I forget, the professor slash doctor, as you call him, or in Japanese known as Professor Cronus, but in English called Dr. Crowler. In the Japanese version, he spoke with a very thick Italian accent, and even used gratuitous bits of French and Italian. So if you wanted to have given him an Italian, or heck, maybe even a French accent in English, that would have been just fine. But instead, you just give him some annoying voice like everyone else, so what the hell is wrong with you guys? When you get a chance to give an accent, you turn down the idea and instead give everyone else one. That is just crazy. But nonetheless, annoying accents everywhere, same cast, and as usual, me being the asshole I am towards 4Kids, no! 7. Script handled well and free of obnoxious jokes added in, excessively bad translations, and otherwise unwanted rewrites. Yeah, right. No. 8. All episodes dubbed, aired, and released to the public so far. No episodes skipped, merged, or otherwise missing. Well, the thing of it is that at one point, like around season 3, I don't remember the exact episode, but 4Kids decided to actually stop dubbing GX so that they can follow up and go skip ahead to 5Ds. So, in truth, they have said, oh yeah, we'll eventually get around to finishing season 4. It hasn't happened, and seeing as at this point they're no longer active, it's pretty safe to say that they're never going to show them, and, well, you could argue that this is just a case of them not finishing the series, and that it should therefore be counted because they didn't skip any of the episodes that they did include so far. I have to not give them this because the reason they skipped the episodes wasn't for anything like that. It was because they just wanted to skip ahead to the good stuff. So in truth, it's really no different from what they did with One Piece, where they skipped episodes so they could get to Chopper quicker. So I'm not going to give them this one. No. 9. Free of name changes. Let's see. Judai is changed to Jaden. Sho is changed to Cyrus. And then, oddly enough, Misawa Daichi is changed to Bastion Misawa. Not sure why they changed his first name into a last name, but nonetheless. And there's plenty of other unpleasant name changes everywhere, and, you know, it's not really relevant to the review, but I gotta bring this up. Shonen Jump, I'm gonna tell you this right here now. I really don't appreciate the fact that you decided all those years ago to stick to the English names for GX's manga, especially considering that the characters exclusive to the manga were left as is. But, made it weird, but nonetheless, thing is that shame on you guys for that, and I would like to make it very clear that I actually stopped subscribing to them because they started using 4Kids naming choices. For that alone. Well, and because I was getting sick of them being a sort of 4Kids of manga, but anyways, not relevant. Either way, fact is, much like all their other dubs that they fuck up, this one is no different. No. 10. Overall, is it watchable? What do you think? No! So, overall, this duel was ended with 0 life points. Or if you want to go by the traditional scale, that would be a 0 out of 10. Are you surprised? Because I'm not. See? Told you it was a bad dub. Is it as bad as the original? Pretty much, yeah. So, there you go. Like I said, I guess I'll cover 5Ds next if I ever can get around to watching it. Better lower my standards. But anyways, that's your review. Until next time.